If you already knew that one sentence, just one, said at the right moment, could completely change how a woman sees you, would you still be out here saying you look nice and wondering why nothing lands? Most men think attraction is built through how they look, what they drive, or how much they earn. And sure, those things exist. But the men who actually leave a mark, they understand something most people never figure out. Words, when used with intention and real awareness, hit differently than anything else. Not generic words, not memorized lines. The kind of words that make someone feel like you actually saw them, not just their surface. A woman can receive 100 compliments in a week. She'll forget 99 of them by Friday. But the one that came from somewhere real, the one that made her feel understood rather than just looked at, that one stays. Sometimes for years. Here are 8 compliments that work on that deeper level, and why they work. Number 1. That fragrance you're wearing. I don't know what it is, but it's been on my mind. Smell is the only sense directly wired to the part of the brain that handles memory and emotion. When you notice her scent and say it out loud, you're not commenting on how she looks. You're telling her that her presence lingers even when she's not physically in front of you. That's not flattery. That's intimacy. And it hits completely differently. Number 2. When you walked in just now, the whole energy in this room actually shifted. Not "you're pretty," not "you look good." You're telling her that her presence has a measurable effect on the people around her, that she carries something with her that can't be faked or bought. Women who hear this for the first time don't know how to respond because nobody has ever said it quite like that before. 3. I like that you don't change yourself depending on who's in the room. This one is rare because most people never notice it. In a world where everyone is performing something, authenticity is genuinely striking. When you acknowledge that she stays the same whether she's with her friends, her boss, or a stranger, you're telling her you've been paying attention, and you respect what you saw. Number 4. The way you think about things is different. You just said something that I'm going to be thinking about later. You're not complimenting how she looks. You're complimenting how her mind works. For most women, this is rarer and more meaningful than any physical compliment they've ever received. You're telling her that her intellect is what captured you. That's a different conversation entirely. Number 5. Honestly, being around you makes me want to be better at things. This might be the most powerful one on this list. You're not just saying you like her. You're saying she has a gravitational effect on the people around her. That her presence raises the standard of whoever is near her. That is not something she hears from most people. And it's nearly impossible to forget. Number 6. You actually listen when people talk. You don't just wait for your turn to speak. Watch her face when you say this, because in a world where everyone is half present and scrolling, being genuinely heard is rare. And being recognized for the ability to make others feel heard, that's even rarer. You're seeing something in her character that most people walk right past. 7. I respect how seriously you take what you're building. Most people talk about it. You're actually doing the work. Discipline and ambition are deeply tied to identity. When you acknowledge her drive, not in a generic "you're so hardworking" way, but specifically referencing something she's actually doing, you're telling her that her effort doesn't go unnoticed, that someone is watching and respecting the work even when nobody's clapping. 8. People always seem more relaxed after they talk to you. I've noticed that. Emotional intelligence is one of the most undervalued qualities a person can have. When you pointed out specifically that she has a calming effect, that people leave conversations with her feeling better than when they started, you're recognizing something she probably knows about herself but almost never hears named out loud. It lands hard, in the best way. Here's the thing about all 8 of these. None of them are about how she looks. They're about how she makes people feel, how she thinks, and who she actually is when the performance stops. That's the difference between a compliment that disappears in 30 seconds and one that stays with her for months. A woman will forget most of what you said, but she will never forget how she felt when you said it. Choose your words like they matter, because to her, they do.